One of you can check now on YouTube. Okay. Minute. I think we are now set. Namaste, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Subhashri speaking to you all from London. And I'm very happy and excited for this series, Mohanji Clear and Simple. And we are starting with the episode 1 from today. I will be, I'll give you a background about this. Give me a few seconds while I just share the link to everyone, so we can just invite people, let them know that we are live on YouTube. Maybe one of my friends here, if you can just share, and just give a second. Okay, so what is this episode for? What is this series about? Mohanji, Clear and Simple. As our path says, you can connect properly only if there is a proper clarity. And that means clarity about all Mohanji things. In our path, questions are encouraged and blind faith is discouraged. So let's dive deep into the most commonly asked questions and real reasons behind some of the stuffs in the world of Mohanji family and Mohanji. Our destination is clear. So let's keep walking with clarity, consistency, and unshakable connection as our companions. All together in one bus driven by Mohanji. Well, this was the introduction given by Karina, uh, who is the writer of this series that I'm going to present to you. And not just me, many more people, family of Mohanji will bring this together. But all this is written by Karina. This was a WhatsApp that was created, Mohanji Clear and Simple. And Karina started sharing from her own experience of being with Mohanji, or her communications with Mohanji, observing Mohanji in various times. She's been connected to Mohanji for over 10 years now. And so every time that she posts something on this WhatsApp, obviously there are many hundreds of people there in that group, and everybody enjoys, and I particularly enjoy everything that she writes. And also at that time, I also, many of those things while serving Mohanji, being with Mohanji, observing Mohanji, I also, have, many times agree with what she says. But overall, it's very, very exciting. And as people, some of us, or many people who have been connected to Mohanji for over 15 years now, and being with Mohanji, walking with Mohanji, have experienced many such things, and not just him as a guru, as a spiritual master, or as a philanthropist, but also as a extraordinary human being. He may appear very ordinary in day-to-day life, but there is something extraordinary behind that. So people who have been with him, people who have worked with him, people who have worked with him have observed some of these qualities and behaviors, and and they are, as much as they are wisdom and for everybody to learn, watching him as an example, but also there's so many times joyous things. So as more and more people are getting connected to Mohanji, Mohanji is getting busier and busier. Everybody don't get that chance to observe Mohanji in that close space, and some of the things that people may not even able to observe. So it is important that people who have observed in the past, people who are close to Mohanji, or living and working alongside, they can share these pearls of wisdom, these pearls of experiences, so that everybody else can feel the same and feel that tangible miracles, tangible divinity of Mohanji. As I bring it, Mohanji as a father to many, Mohanji as a friend to the world, Mohanji as a god also to many. However people feel Mohanji, he is not bound by one image. So this is what encouraged me to read Karina's write-ups, and also, and not just read that, and also encourage the discussion on a particular topic. So that's why we start this series, and there's already a lot that Karina has written, so I'm sure this is going to go to many episodes. But let's start today with a few topics that we will read out. And I hope, as much as I'm excited, all of you are excited as well. So everyone on Zoom, when I read, if you would like to share, you are most welcome. People who are on YouTube, you might want to put comments and we can take that up as well. Okay, so we will start. I already read out the introduction part of the first day that Karina wrote, the first message. Now, the first topic that she wrote about, why does Mohanji wear expensive or branded clothes? Yes, there have been many questions in the past, and criticism as well about his wearing expensive watches, expensive clothes, branded clothes, and stylish clothes, and all that. Okay, so this is what she writes. I will read what Karina has written. Why does Mohanji wear expensive or branded clothes? Let's dive right into it. A. Mohanji rarely buys clothes for himself. There is no time for it, and other people often insist on doing it. They bring clothes to him out of gratitude for the value he added to their lives. Mohanji has repeatedly said not to buy him any gifts, but to serve the hungry and needy instead. Still, people gift things, which is okay. He accepts them because if he doesn't, people feel sad and disappointed. We have already experienced it. Denial is something Mohanji tries to avoid as much as practically possible because it is opposite to completion. He doesn't need completion for himself as he has no desires, but those people do. Some have come to this life with motherly or fatherly connections with him, and that needs completion. Some view him as a sibling, brother. Past lives always dictate today's connections. And in Mohanji's case, many people have come to him in this life for completion of what couldn't be completed in earlier lifetimes. I will take a pause here, and anyone on the Zoom or YouTube want to comment anything, you can also write a comment and raise your hand and I'll call you. Yeah, so this clothes of Mohanji, buying clothes for Mohanji is particularly for me, is, well, it won't be wrong if I tell it is a sadhana, because it's so much fun, so much of joy, more than fun. It's so much of, it brings really gratification, is satisfaction of that joy that you're buying, will with whether this shirt will look nice to on Mohanji, will this color will look nice on Mohanji, will these shoes fit Mohanji, will this is this comfortable for him, for his walking, for his feet. So when every moment to buy, it's not that you just go and buy something. The buying is a process itself, because you're thinking of Mohanji's body shape, whether his stomach is now a little bit bloated, or whether his shoulder is much wider, or what kind of trouser that will be comfortable when he's traveling so much, long distance traveling, what kind of shoes will suit him, and what will be comfortable for feet. At sometimes he has feet pain and all that. So buying things for Mohanji itself is a it brings so much of, because you are thinking about Mohanji, right? So when you're buying, that process, you are thinking constantly about him. And that, for me, I'm not alone. There are many people who do that. It's a joy, it's a meditation, it's a satisfaction. And as Mina said rightly, maybe this is something that must have been there in the past lives, that desire to do things for him out of as motherly love or what. So that definitely brings completion. And when I have also seen that when people bring any of those gifts, clothes and sweaters and jumpers and jackets and whatnot, Mohanji always accepts it. And what he does, that this is something that I've seen when I have served him as a PA. He would always say, give me, I will wear it. And then he will take a picture and send to the person, so that the person knows that I have received, I've accepted, and I've worn it. Of course, many times people may not know the size, and it could be big, it could be small. But at times, Mohanji always sees the bhav, the emotion, the feeling behind the gift. And I would like to just say something happened very recently. I was choosing some shoes for Mohanji, and I was confused with, sometimes a particular size in a certain shoes fits him, and sometimes the other size. So I got confused between the two sizes. So I thought, let me take both shoes in two different sizes, and I took it. And they're quite different in terms. So I knew that if one fits, the other one will not fit, because they were different sizes. So I took it and I said, Mohanji, before giving him, I said, Mohanji, these are two different sizes. I didn't know which one will really fit you today. So please try both. So the first one, which is the bigger size, he tried that first and it fit him perfectly. So then I said, okay, then the other one you don't need to wear, because that is way too small. It will not fit. And then he said, okay, let's try that as well. And he put that as well, the second one, which is a smaller size. And that also fit him exactly like how the other one fit. And it's like, I had no words. I know that Mohanji can shrink his body to adjust, because he just wanted to show me or whatever it is. But both the shoes fit him, so perfectly. And he said, okay, now you're happy. So basically, the shoes was not for him. It was just to make me happy. He shrink his feet to fit into the smaller size also. And similarly, there was another time when I had taken a particular like a sweatshirt from London, it was a yellow color and it was written London. And Mohanji always likes, when he go to a particular place, he likes something of that place. So I had taken it, but that somehow the fit is such a way that the waist part was too tight. So when I took, and this is many years back actually, I'm talking about. And when I took him, he didn't. I saw and I said, "Oh my God, this is not going to fit him." And so I said, "Okay, Mohanji, then it's not going to fit him. I'll take it back." He said, "No, no, leave it. No worries." So I left it. And the next time I went to meet Mohanji, he's wearing that sweatshirt. I said, "How did it fit you? How did you get into this?" He says, "Well, you brought it with so much of love. I have to wear it." So he shrunk his body. So the thing is that he wears what people bring. Now people bring branded stuff, that's up to them, I mean, people think differently. Some people like certain brand, and so they say, okay, no, Mohanji will look much better in these brands, so it's not that Mohanji chooses brands. Mohanji actually never chooses. He obviously comfort has to be there, but people choose this brand and people bring it. It's what you see, what he wears is what people have brought for him. So it's their reflections, and Mohanji rarely kind of get to choose anything uh, when it comes to clothes or stuff like that. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Point that Karina says. B. Remember, 90% of all people connected to Mohanji today have come from his past lives. They have pending matters to finish with him, as this is his last birth. Even a small desire to hug Mohanji may be enough to take another birth. That is why he has rarely denied anything over the years. Denial of any kind could be opposite to completion, which is one of the main purpose of his current birth. C. Regardless of all this, Mohanji hardly keeps any clothes for himself for a long time. If someone wants a piece of cloth from him, he immediately gives them away. He respects every material, but it is not attached to any. It's either taken by individuals, which is for protection when they are doing serious work in the world, or it's auctioned for charity. It may also be auctioned for building the Mohanji centers, which shelter rescued animals, feed the hungry, and give solace to many hearts. His clothes are never really his for a long time. Clothes travel from shops to him, then away from him. The flow is constant. I think that's a very good point, just to bring that awareness. Um, Many people, obviously Mohanji has got so many gifts over the years from all over the world. People do give, he wears, but the thing is that many times, even for all the centers, for a particular charitable cause that works, Mohanji says, okay, if you want, you can take some of my clothes, auction, and raise the money. He doesn't think, he never hoards things that, or it's mine, or I don't want, or this is my favorite, or not like that. I have never seen him thinking this is my favorite or I don't want it. So and it has been really many times it has helped the centers, the projects work so well by raising money, by just auctioning one kurta of Mohanji, one jacket of Mohanji, like that. Also, what happens is many times people feel very safe and protected, because it's not the t-shirt of of Mohanji, just a mere t-shirt. It's actually protection in form of Mohanji. When you keep the t-shirt with you, you feel that Mohanji is physically there next to you. And so many people, many devotees want that kind of physical touch through touching his clothes. So people do ask for some time as blessing, as protection, and Mohanji is always being very kind. He will give it. So yes, he does have a lot of clothes that he receives as gift, but he never hoards. He gives it away to for various purposes. We'll move on to the last bit, which is D. And as the last point, Mohanji never demanded any gifts or money from anyone. He only keeps giving. Many times, if somebody who comes to him is in need of money, he empties his pockets and gives them everything. It's purely people's overflowing love and gratitude to gift him things, for pulling them out of trouble when they were helpless, and for Mohanji's habit of standing by people when nobody else would. Yes, I think this part of Mohanji giving, not asking for gifts, rather giving. Many times people ask Mohanji, especially for when it is his birthday, People would like to, people ask, what gift can I bring you, or what can I give you? Mohanji always says that just feed the hungry, or serve a helpless person or being or animal. So he's never asked. But I have seen this. I think I've written this one of the Guru Lila books. That this is from my own experience, that I've seen how when somebody comes, whether they ask or even if just Mohanji comes to know about somebody's difficult time, he gives his own whatever money that he has. Just for clarity, by the way, Mohanji doesn't work outside anymore to earn. He doesn't have a salary anymore. He doesn't run a business to earn money. He obviously uh, gives so much to the world. And whenever we have any programs that Mohanji is running, which is a paid program which earns money, that money also doesn't go to Mohanji. That money also goes to the foundations, for the centers, for the foundation work, for the people. So in a way, he doesn't have his own earning money to have savings. The only thing that when people give him dakshina as Guru Dakshina, that's only his pocket money that stays with him. And he normally doesn't, obviously, he never asks money, and never demands. But that Guru Dakshina money that is there, whenever he goes, whichever place he goes, whatever Guru Dakshina comes to him, he usually leaves that money in that center. So this is few years back. I think 2022. Mohanji came to London, so probably few people have given him some dakshina. He had some money with him, and from there we went to Canada. And one day, while we were sitting, he read out a message. He received a message from somebody in India who is in a very dire situation, young family. He was constructing his house, and so much issues came. The house is in half stage, and children, they will almost come to road if they don't complete, and he didn't have money, and whatever amount money that he this person needed. So Mohanji called me and Christopher and said, so I did receive some money from Dakshina from, and the thing is, he doesn't even count the money, by the way. The envelope, whoever gives the Dakshina, it's given, the PA keeps it. So he doesn't even know how much people have given how much money or whatever. So then he just called and said, can you please see how much Dakshina is there? I have in this, after this trip, I would like this, I need to give this money to this person. And when we counted, it was exactly that amount that this person needed. And I said, Mohanji, he said, okay, send everything right now. Everything, because that is the amount, exactly the amount that this person needed. And he said, give everything. For a moment, I was taken aback, because that's the entire money that he had as Dakshina. And he said, give it. And he said to me that time, he obviously, I didn't open my mouth. I was just, for a fraction of moment, this thought came. And then he understood, of course, and he said to me that, if I don't help this person right at this moment, um, he has little children, they will all come on road. And I felt that, what the greatness of this person, his heart. Probably he could have asked somebody else, raise fund, give that, maybe because he knows so many people. But at that point of time, he didn't think about, he said, okay, whatever I have, let me first give. If that is not enough, probably he would have gone to others. But that's sometime, that was something that it opened my eyes about. Nothing is his. Like he always says, abadhutas, masters are, they can have everything, but they don't ask for anything, and whatever they have, they don't think, they don't think that they own any materials. Whatever comes to them, they have it. If it needs to go out, that goes out. So there is a perfect detachment. There is no ownership of material. There is no dependency on materials. There is no ask, the need of material. If it comes, he will enjoy it. If it doesn't come, it's okay. So many times, this is not just once, many times Mohanji has helped people, even emptied his entire purse or money or account to help other people in need. So yes, I mean, when we anybody gives a gift, he receives. So basically, the way I say, I have seen, observed that Mohanji will sleep wherever you accommodate him. He goes and stays in people's house when he travels. Nowadays, maybe sometimes in B&Bs, but wherever people organize, he will sleep there. He will eat what people offer him. He wears what people again give offer him. So that's how he is. So if we see him in a particular, I just make fun sometimes, say, okay, how is Mohanji looking? This is how his PA has dressed him today. So so basically, when his PS changes, you can see Mohanji's fashion, Mohanji's style also changes. So the change of change of PAs, and the style changes. The only thing Mohanji makes, to be fair, he keeps one standard thing, is that when there is formal events, he always wears his white dhoti and kurta. The PAs have adjusted. That's compromise that PAs have done. Other time, PAs can bring, it's their choice, and Mohanji allows them to, well, I wouldn't say experiment, but allows them to dress them up. I think that's the, in a way, bringing completion to the people who are bringing him clothes, and the people who are dressing him up. um, so yeah, I will take a pause here. Anybody would like to share or ask or comment? How do you like? Anyone?
Just loving this, Subhashri. I'm just loving this, listening to it, reading Karina's blog. I'm just loving it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Can I share something which happened in Sri Lanka? It is different, but it is how he fulfills the minutest desire of every person. So before I came to Mohanji's fold, I was actually following Swami Chinmayananda since childhood. And it was always my dream to go to a place, his ashram in the hills, which had a Hanuman temple in the mountains and a garden outside. That was what my head was, because I was very small at that time. And then when we went to Sri Lanka, we stopped at a place called Rambhoda, which was Swami Chinmayananda's ashram. So for me, it was a dream come true. And I didn't realize Mohanji was right at the back, and we were getting into the cafeteria. And I was telling excitedly to a friend, it's like my dream come true. My Gurudev is also there, and my Mohanji is also there. And he just walks past. He says, I take care of the tiniest detail. I didn't know what to say. I was overwhelmed. I was choked with emotion, and like, you're being heard. We think masters don't hear, but it's even now it overwhelms me. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, this is the bhav, right?
Takes care. Yeah, he takes care. He listens to every word we say.
Every thought, every thought.
Absolutely. Every thought, actually. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Padmini. Thank you. It means a lot. um, so thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, I think I just wanted to do one more last reading of Karina's thing before we complete episode 1 today. This is a nice one about what does Mohanji like. um, and this has been described as a poem. Okay, what does Mohanji like? He likes practical jokes. He loves mornings. He loves mangoes, sweet oranges, and mandarin. His favorite toffee flavor is orange. He likes ice creams with raisins and chewy dry fruits. That's called tutti frutti in India. His favorite food is Mexican, of course, and of course, South Indian dosa. Nothing can beat him. He doesn't like spicy food. No chili, no peppers. He sometimes eats spicy a lot, though, based on that day's frequency of operation, which is very rare. And then he goes back to normal food. And he prefers only non-spicy food to be served to him as a standard. He likes loose clothes. His current favorite perfume is Mohanji perfume. I hope everybody has seen this. Some of the fun facts. He has never traveled in an Aston Martin or Rolls Royce car. He loves Harley Davidson and Royal Enfield bikes. Oh yes, I think many of you have seen his photos in in the olden days when he used to ride the bike, the Royal Enfield Bullet. Um, yeah, that I think that was his favorite. Now I think they have auctioned it. He doesn't have it anymore. But there have been, it's fun times when he has been to, I think we have seen the photos from South Africa and also probably from USA, where they organized these bike riding, and Mohanji did that with a group of bikers. So yeah, bikes are, I think, something that he really loves. um, he loves sailing. Oh, Mohanji loves water, not because he was in the previous days, I mean, earlier days he was working, but he loves to sail. Whenever he is in some country where there is a chance of getting onto the ocean on a boat, he would love to ride it, drive it. And that time, honestly, you must see his face. He is like, oh, totally like a child. He always says, I just love water. He feels so at home. And well, sometimes I have said that, of course, Mahavishnu, his place is Kshirosagar, in the ocean, so obviously he has to love ocean. So that's definitely his uh, one of his love to sailing. He also loves blue, cloudless skies, clear blue skies. He loves beautiful smiles, and he remembers people who have pretty smiles. He loves loyalty and trustworthiness, of course. He Respect and elegance attracts him. So sometimes he says, what attracts him to a man or woman is the elegance. Um, Elegance inside and outside. Okay, next, he loves to keep time. Well, it is not just love, but that's his principle. He is always on time, always. And he doesn't like when people are late or people waste time. That's something that he cannot tolerate, wasting time. Well, he doesn't like misers and selfish. Uh, he doesn't like misers and selfish people. He stays away from them. And he never hoards money, he spends it all. Mohanji, the simple one, yet the extraordinary one. Mohanji, the simple one, yet the extraordinary one. I think that's my favorite line. Thank you, Karina, for writing so beautifully. And thank you also. Every word of yours, every sentence of yours brings also so much of memory, reminders that we are able to share. And I'm sure everyone who is watching will love this will love this the sharings. Okay, what is Sarupya says, I am very selfish and I need to change myself. Yes, start from today with a simple thing. Go and give some food to the birds in your garden. Or when you are walking on the road, if you see somebody hungry on the road, give him a packet of biscuit. That's how, Mohanji, when he travels, he always keeps some food with him. always, at least some few biscuit packets. So now even his PAs knows, they are, everybody will have at least a biscuit packet in the bag, because especially in India, there are a lot of beggars, and Mohanji doesn't like to give money to beggars because you don't know how people use it. So he would rather, many times he has sent us to the shop and buy something and give to the people. So that's how it is. So you should be, you should have the heart, and Mohanji will allow it to happen. And maybe you reminded me this story, I will share this with you. Many years back, 2017 actually, this was the first time I was actually traveling with Mohanji in India. We were going from Kerala to Bangalore by car, and it was a highway. We were there, and I was thinking that, how Mohanji always thinks of, like I've read Rajesh Kamath Singh stories many times, many blogs, that if sometimes he would see some yogis, or some people like, and he would ask somebody, okay, give some dakshina to this person, not as a money to the beggar, that he always gives biscuits or something, but sometimes he has asked people, many masters in disguise, to give dakshina. So I was thinking, will that ever happen, that while Mohanji would ever ask me to give dakshina to some masters in disguise like this who come as a beggar? That thought was happening in 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds. I'm seeing on that road, bit far away, I see there is a signal, and I saw one old man standing there. And it's quite far, looking as a very tiny person. And I don't know what made me. I just put my hand into my purse and took out some money, and I held it in my hand. Then it took us few minutes to reach that place, and exactly at that time the signal went red, so the car had to stop. And Mohanji immediately asked, anybody? He did not even say Rajesh. Kamath was there sitting with us, but he said, anybody has a 100 rupee note to give? And I was already holding it in my hand as if I was prepared. I said, here it is, Mohanji. He said, give it to him, and I gave to that man. That thought, because of how it happens, with no idea. How it happens, no idea, but it happened, and I gave. So I know now that that desire, even that simple desire of Mohanji asking me to give dakshina to somebody, that has happened. So anyway, so it's your intention, that can I serve more, can I serve more? Mohanji has changed. I mean, we can take another day to speak about how Mohanji has transformed our lives through seva. And there is no limit to what you can do. Also, there is no comparison of what you can do. Even if feeding bird as small as that, or giving 10 rupees food to some small boy, whatever you can do in your own capacity, that is good enough. What you need to have is that thought, that intention to serve. And also, probably I'll end with this line, as Mohanji woke me up with this line when I first met him. He said, all these times you have taken from Mother Earth, what have you given back? All these times you have taken from Mother Earth, what have you given? What have you given back? So that sentence keeps me awake, when I wake up. In every way, in any way, it's not a particular defined way, in any way, but it should be that emotion. Like as Mohanji himself says, when he wakes up every morning, he says, what more can I do for the world today? So this is what we learn from him, Sarupya. Uh, Start with a small step, um, uh, with that thought. Give your time, your skill, your money, whatever you have. Give whatever you have to somebody who is in need. And then you are no more selfish. You have a great example in form of Mohanji in front of you, and thousands of people that he has transformed. So you can start from today. Thank you for sharing, and thank you all for being here. Anybody else want to say something before we close? All right. Then I will leave you all. For now, we will come back soon with episode 2. Thank you, Karuna. Yes, Manjula, you wanted to say something?
No, I want to thank you. More about Mohanji, talking about him, listening to what he does. I mean, it gives a lot of joy and happiness. So, thank you for starting this.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mohanji. Thank you, Karina. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. Thank you so